a cycle and a cycle and a cycle, instead of actually pushing yourself and limiting yourself. Just be delulu with whatever you have, because it's easier to trick your mind to go. You should be proud of yourself. Hello, welcome to the 6th episode of your Comfort Sisters Diary. Thank you so much for the 9 subscribers. We are so close to 10 subscribers, so hopefully, inshallah, we'll be able to get to 10 subscribers. And yeah, I'm honestly, again, really grateful for the amount of people who do watch my videos. So, it's literally becoming the end of 2025, which is absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy to comprehend that it's the end of another year. This year actually flew by so quickly. I know we say this about every year, but I literally feel like as each year comes on, it literally flies by so quickly. But as it's towards the end of the year, we only have 2 weeks left, less than 2 weeks. I want to talk about next year and about resolutions, New Year's resolutions, and how to achieve them, because that's basically the reason why you clicked on this video. You probably have set resolution for 2025 and you have not achieved those resolutions. Don't worry, you are going to achieve your 2026 resolution. I am 100% sure that you're going to achieve your 2026 resolution. So let me tell you how. So let's start off with the goals that you want to achieve. I'm going to tell you the goals that I want to achieve. I literally have my pieces of paper right here with the whole plan of how to achieve your 2026 goals. So you better get your piece of paper and pen and start writing notes. The goals that I have are to have a freaking bullet journal. I would get it right now, but it's actually like in another room. I used to bullet journal. Yeah, I used to bullet journal, and I started bullet journaling when it was during GCSEs basically. So 5 years ago I started bullet journaling and I became quite consistent in doing bullet journaling, and I did like monthly with weekly planners and like habit trackers, and it literally kept me organized. And I haven't done it for a while. I literally stopped doing it in my 3rd year of uni because I felt like I ran out of time. It does take a lot of time to actually like draw it out and make it look pretty. So I did run out of time to do that. So I really want to get back into it, and it's just really nice if you have every single month, and it's really therapeutic as well. It's very, very nice. So that's one of my goals. And my second goal is that my room is literally like so messy. It's literally so messy. So I need to actually clean it up and make it like more spacious. I think a part of the reason why I'm actually not making it more spacious is because if you feel like you're at home, then you're going to make it home. But because I've moved back from uni and everyone is like doing their own routines, I don't feel a part of the household, and I'm constantly like in my mind I like literally want to move out. Like I legitimately really want to move out of this house, and it makes it even harder for me to clean my bedroom. Pray for me that I will be able to move out soon though, because I really want to move out soon. It's just getting the money. So bro, subscribe to this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel, my main one, and literally watch my reels and my YouTube videos, so then I can actually start earning money, because you need to get a certain amount of like subscribers and videos to start earning money, earning income. So please help me. Only if you're interested, honestly, only if you're interested and if you like my content. That's all that matters. So we are gonna go on to our first ever. So I've watched TED Talks basically. Our first ever TED Talk on how to achieve your New Year's resolution. Yeah, how to keep your New Year's resolution by Adithya Chakravarthy. I really hope I'm saying his name correctly. He talks about the trade-off between procrastination and motivation, right? So if you have a goal and you're really like you're motivated to, at the beginning when you have a goal, you're motivated to do it, and then you just like start procrastinating and he's just like doing other stuff, and then you kind of get a bit tired and you just don't want to do it anymore. So then you start a new goal, and then that same thing happens, that you're motivated at the beginning and then you just like lose motivation and you procrastinate, and then you start a new thing and a new thing and a new thing, and you just keep on going in a cycle and a cycle and a cycle and a cycle. So that's basically like what happens the majority of time with you when you set goals. He talked about the study by Chicago University where they tested people's motivation, and they found that people were motivated by them actually enjoying the actual journey than extrinsic rewards. Extrinsic rewards are basically like something like tokens or money. It's quite interesting because often when we set a goal, we have this like reward at the end of it, and you're aiming for the reward. For example, if you really want to lose weight and you're just constantly trying to lose weight and you're seeing yourself in the future just like trying, like, you know, you have lost weight, you're not enjoying the journey. You're kind of just like, you're limiting yourself on like a lot of foods that you enjoy. You are constantly going to the gym and you're not liking the environment of the gym, and it's just so strenuous on you, and on top of that you have work. You're going to have a really bad experience, and it's more likely that you're going to just give up on that journey. You have to actually find a way to enjoy the process and enjoy the journey instead of actually pushing yourself and limiting yourself. So another lesson from this is that he talks about not raising the bar so high. Trying to do is that you're trying to be realistic. Now, there is a difference between being delulu and being unrealistic. You can achieve things thinking that you're already there, because if your mind thinks that you're already there, it's much easier for you to be able to achieve it. So for example, you believe that you have like 100k on Instagram. So you are literally being delulu because you think that you have 100k on Instagram, so you're acting as if you have 100k, and you're going to start posting more consistently on Instagram stories. You're going to be doing it more professionally. You're going to actually put the time and effort, and it will really help you. And I've literally like listened to a lot of like influencers saying how they just got to where they are, and they said that they literally were delulu. And especially like filming in public, like you have to be delulu that you actually have an audience and you're doing it for an audience. Recently I went to a freaking cafe all by myself, and I filmed myself. For the first time ever, I filmed myself, and I had it on my phone. So it's actually like so much harder to film on your phone because you're setting the phone up, and I didn't even have an actual like tripod or anything. So I felt more like self-aware because I was like, okay, like I'm setting this up on a water bottle. And it's actually quite funny because I set it up on a water bottle, but my water didn't have enough, like my water bottle didn't have enough water. Then I put a glasses case behind it. I was like, damn, like literally, like this is like so embarrassing. But I still like went along with it, and I still filmed the reels. So I usually just film with my friend. Like when I film with my friend, I feel more like comfortable. When I'm talking, it seems like as if I'm talking to my friend. I didn't talk in this reel, the one that I did, but when I was doing it, I was low key a bit nervous. But I did it, and I just acted delulu as if I had like a huge audience that I had to do reels for. Just be delulu with whatever you have, because it's easier to trick your mind into thinking that you're actually there and you will actually put the effort into doing whatever you need to do. Going on to the next TEDx talk. I don't know if you've heard about Gabriella Lester. She is a famous magician, and she did a TED talk recently, and it's called The Magic of Pursuing Your Passion. At the age of 12 is when she wanted to become a magician, and she's done a lot of practicing and training into becoming a magician. Her story wasn't like an kind of like not a simple story, but like just more of like her story is just a prime example that passion, if you have passion in what you're doing, you will carry it on throughout your life and throughout your ups and downs in life. We all struggle in life with whatever we're facing, and every single thing is valid. So if you're sitting here and other people are thinking that whatever you're struggling with is not valid and you tell them your problem and they don't understand what you're going through, it is valid. And I'm telling you, it is. No matter how small it is, it's valid, because if it's making you sad, it's valid. It's legitimately valid. So don't listen to the other people. Instead, figure out what you're going to do with the situation. So the situation that you're in now, figure out what are you going to do with it? How are you going to get through it? And why it matters, why you do what you're going to do. So that's basically what Gabriella said. She went through difficult experiences, which I'm not going to actually talk about. So you can actually just click on the link and watch the YouTube video yourself, because I feel like I'm not in the place to tell you what she went through, but it wasn't, she went through some serious downs, but she still carried on in life with pursuing her goal of becoming a magician. If you're not passionate about your New Year's resolution, then you're not going to achieve it. The third TEDx video and the last one that I listened to was by Nwal, How Long It Takes to Change Your Life. So this is basically how long it takes for you to be able to achieve your goal, specifically how long it takes for a habit to form. So she talks about the 21 days myth, about the fact that it is a myth. And then you must have heard that somebody said it takes 21 days to be able to achieve like whatever you want to build a habit. It's less than a month. I can achieve it. That's why people get onto it and they think that they are going to achieve it, because less than a month is a good amount of days. But sadly, that is literally a myth. It does not work like that. It can work like that, but it doesn't. Majority of the time it does not work like that. You're unable to achieve it. There was a study by Philippa Lally where they got 96 participants to be able to build a habit. So they either drank 3 cups of water before they had lunch, or they ran for 15 minutes after dinner. And what they found is that it took between 2 to 8 months to build a habit, for a task to become a habit. It took as little as 18 days and it took as long as 254 days. So it can really just vary. So it shows it will take a long time for you to build a habit. This leads to me telling you 6 steps to be able to achieve your New Year's resolutions. Number 1, be passionate about your goal. 5 years ago was when I set my goal of becoming fluent in Urdu. So I wrote a resolution down and I said become fluent in Urdu by the end of this year. So in 2020, I didn't achieve that goal. I wrote it again in 2021. I did not achieve it. I wrote it again in 2023. I did not achieve it. I wrote it again in 2024. I did not achieve it. I wrote it again in 2025. And I'm in the process of getting there. What I'm doing right now is actually I'm doing this 30-day challenge of me becoming fluent in Urdu. I started this challenge not because I want to become fluent by the end of December. It's because I want to have a head start where I take a boost into the year 2026. I know that a language doesn't take 30 days and it can take years and years and years. You need to be passionate about it. Why am I learning Urdu? It's because my family speaks Urdu and I grew up with my family speaking to me in English because they learned English. And I was just more comfortable in speaking English with my parents, with my siblings, and I just carried on speaking English. But I realized that I look like a typical Pakistani, and people do have approached me because they think that I speak Urdu, and because I can speak a little bit of Urdu, I was able to communicate with them. If it's not going to add value to your life, then literally like don't do it. Do something that will actually help you develop into a multi-talented person, because we need multi-talented people around here. Number two is stop setting those high standards. For example, you think that you're going to get abs by the end of 2026. You're not going to. Well, maybe, but scientifically it takes 2 to 3 years to be able to form abs and just to see your abs. So you need to just be more realistic with it and just go ahead and work towards getting abs, but know that it's going to take a couple of years for you to gain abs. And don't set really high expectations for you to be able to get it in within 12 months. More of use it as a way for you to be able to achieve it in a more manageable way, because you don't want to end 2026 being like, I did not achieve the goal. Well, you didn't achieve the goal because you freaking made the goal so hard to achieve. So make it easier to achieve. Please, please, just do it for your own good, for your own happiness. Number three, this is literally like so important. Have a plan, have a clear plan. You cannot jump into anything blindly. So, a plan that I had for my 30 days of becoming fluent in Urdu is I would do one episode of Urdu Sikhiye per day, even though I haven't been on top of that, but that was one of the things. Number two is watch a Pakistani drama. There's a Pakistani drama I actually really like, and it's called Pavarish, and that means upbringing in Urdu. And it's like a really nice drama. If any of you guys are trying to learn Urdu, I highly recommend this drama because they do a mix of English and Urdu, because one of the families has moved from America to Pakistan. They are speaking like English and Urdu, so I highly recommend watching that. And then the third thing I do is I try to repeat phrases of Urdu. I try to repeat the phrases of the episode and whatever phrases they have, because it's easy to learn the phrases. I would highly recommend checking out my main channel where I post reels of me teaching a sentence in Urdu, and I go through the grammar of it, and it's just like easy, like simple sentences that you can actually just say if you ever come across a person who is Pakistani or somebody who just knows Urdu. Number four is small steps and do not feel guilty. So about like me learning Urdu, I'm taking it in small steps. I'm doing just like watching a drama and doing a podcast episode every day. I'm not pushing myself to do any other things, and I'm being easy on myself by being like, okay, you've missed a couple of days, but you'll still be able to make it up. So many things can happen in your life. It will intervene with you trying to get your goal. At the end of the day, it's really up to Allah whether you achieve the goal or not. And if things are coming into your life and you're still pushing through and you're still persevering to get that goal, you should be proud of yourself. You should honestly be proud of yourself for still persevering and still pushing through. You can listen to loads and loads of stories of people in their life where they have literally like persevered and like they pushed through to be able to get where they get, and they may look so like successful now of where they are, and you may be thinking, oh, they got it so easy to be able to become successful. But actually a lot of people who are successful have gone through the trenches. So you need to be able to understand that nobody gets it in the easy way. So if you are doing something and you're trying to achieve the goal and you are just like, you know, you have to know that you're gonna slip up. Like there is nothing in life that you can achieve without you slipping up and making mistakes and just like, holding it up. If you have started something, no matter how much of a break you've taken from it, carry it on because you've started it. Okay, so number five is rewards. Still enjoy the process. I would say basically what you can do is, because even if you don't achieve it, still have a reward for you trying, right? So if you have a goal, have the reward in two levels basically. So you can have the higher level or you can have the lower level. The higher level is basically the main reward that you will get by the end of the month. So do it every month or do it every couple of months. Don't just have the big goal at the end because it's quite hard to see it from 12 months. For example, if you love desserts, like me, I love desserts, you can set yourself that I will get like a cake by the end of every month to celebrate me achieving my monthly goal. And if you don't achieve the monthly goal, then get a pastry to celebrate yourself trying to get that monthly goal, and you still are being kind to yourself. And sometimes we set goals for ourselves, and we don't actually realize how hard it will be to be able to achieve the goal until we actually start working towards it. So if you set like a monthly goal, then at the end of every month you can adjust your plans and then you'll be able to achieve the goal at the end of the year. Number 6 is enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey, enjoy getting there, and honestly enjoy it because it's for yourself. And if you're not enjoying it, then either you're not doing it right or either you didn't choose the right goal. So yeah, that's literally the end of my podcast. I did get some valuable tips on being able to achieve your 2026 goals. And yeah, honestly, you will honestly be able to achieve put whatever you put, as long as you put your heart and soul. Yeah, so honestly, you'll be able to achieve whatever you have set, as long as you put your heart and mind into achieving that goal. There is no doubt that you will not be able to achieve that goal. Fully believe in you and just enjoy 2026. Good luck with everything in the next year. I look forward to seeing you guys soon.